Works of Love, some Christian deliberations in the form of discourses by Kierkegaard. Every human being can come to know everything about love, just as every human being can come to know that he, like every human being, is loved by God. Some find this thought adequate for the longest life. Others find this thought so insignificant. Which is more difficult, to awaken one who sleeps, or to awaken one who, awake, dreams that he is awake? If it were so, as conceited sagacity, proud of not being deceived, thinks that we should believe nothing with our physical eyes, then we first and foremost ought to give up believing in love. If we were to do so, and do it out of fear lest we be deceived, would we not then be deceived? We can, of course, be deceived in many ways. We can be deceived by believing what is untrue, but we certainly are also deceived by not believing what is true. We can be deceived by appearances, be certainly are also deceived by the sagacious appearances, by the flattering conceit that considers itself absolutely secure against being deceived. Which deception is more dangerous? Whose recovery is more doubtful? That of one who does not see, or that of the person who sees and yet does not see? Which is more difficult, to awaken someone who is sleeping, or to awaken someone who awake is dreaming that he is awake? The intoxication of self-feeling is the most intense, and the height of this intoxication is most admired. Love and friendship are the very height of self-feeling. The eye intoxicated in the other eye. The most securely the two eyes come together to become one eye, the more this united eye selfishly cuts itself off from all others. Spiritual love, on the other hand, takes away from myself all natural determinants and all self-love. Therefore, love for my neighbor cannot make me one with the neighbor in a united self. Love to one's neighbor is love between two individual beings, each eternally qualified as spirit. Worldly wisdom thinks that love is a relationship between man and man. Christianity teaches that love is a relationship between man, God, man. That is, that God is the middle term. When it is the duty to love the men we see, then one must first and foremost give up all fanciful and extravagant ideas about a dream world where the object of love is to be sought and found. That is, one must become sober, win actuality and truth by finding and continuing in the world of actuality as the task assigned to one. It is a human self-renunciation when a man denies himself and the world opens up to him. But it is Christian self-renunciation when he denies himself, and because of this, the world, precisely for this, shuts itself up to him. He must, as one thrust out by the world, seek God's confidence. The double danger lies precisely in meeting opposition there where he'd expect to find support, and he has to turn about twice, whereas the merely human self-resignation turns once. Only one deception is possible in the infinite sense: self-deception. When one has once fully entered the realm of love, the world, no matter how imperfect, becomes rich and beautiful. It consists solely of opportunities for love. Is it an excellence in your love that can only love only the extraordinary, the rare? If it were love's merit to love the extraordinary, then God would be, if I dare say so, perplexed. For to him, the extraordinary does not exist at all. The merit of being able to love only the extraordinary is therefore more like an accusation, not against the extraordinary, nor against love, but against the love which can love only the extraordinary. Perfection in the object is not perfection in the love. Erotic love is determined by the object. Friendship is determined by the object. Only love of one's neighbor is determined by love. Therefore, genuine love is recognizable by this, that its object is without any of the more definite qualifications of difference, which means that this love is recognizable only by love. Is changingness indeed a stronger power than changelessness? And who is the stronger? The one who says, if you will not love me, then I will hate you, or the one who says, if you hate me, I will still continue to love you? The one who loves presupposes that love is in the other person's heart, and by this very presupposition builds up love in him from the ground up, provided, of course, that in love he presupposes its presence in the ground. There is nothing, no doesn't so, that can unconditionally be said to demonstrate unconditionally the presence of love, or to demonstrate unconditionally its absence. Thus, even giving to charity, visiting the widow, and clothing the naked do not truly demonstrate or make known a person's love, inasmuch as one can do works of love in an unloving way, yes, even in a self-loving way. The self-deceived person may even think he is able to console others who have become victims of perfidious deception. But what insanity when someone who himself has lost the eternal wants to heal the person who is extremely sick unto death. Just as the quiet lake originates deep down in hidden springs no eye has seen, so also does a person's love originate even more deeply in God's love. So a human being's love originates mysteriously in God's love. Every human being, by his life, by his conduct, by his behavior in everyday affairs, by his association with his peers, by his words, his remarks, should and could build up and would do it if love were really present in him. Only the unloving person fancies that he should build up by controlling the other. The one who love presupposes continually that love is present, and in just that way he builds up. The one who loves builds up by controlling himself. It is God, the Creator, who must implant love in each human being. He who himself is love. Thus it is specifically unloving and not all upbuilding if someone arrogantly deludes himself into believing that he wants and is able to create love in another person. Truly, love is to be known by its fruit, but still it does not follow from that you are able to take it upon yourself to be the expert knower. If it is usually difficult to begin without presuppositions, it is truly most difficult of all to begin to build up with the presupposition that love is present and to end up with the same presupposition.